Let's get it. It is your boy. We are back. We're back with a little early stream today. I felt like just getting up here and making it fucking happen. So you know the fucking drill. Happy Friday. As you guys are pulling up, let me know how your day is going in the comments. Then we're gonna get this fucking party rocking and rolling, baby. This is gonna be lit. I'm feeling super stoked. No caffeine in me today, but we're still making it happen. Gab, what is good? I'm going to tag some fucking people. And we're gonna get pop. Yo, what is good, TikTok? Let's get it. IG, Facebook, LinkedIn. This is what it is, baby. It's going to be a good one today. I'm going to be talking about calculated rest and why that's super important. And I'm going to break that down because it's honestly something that I struggle with too. So with that being said, let's get into today's episode. I like to count down from 5. This is going to be lit. 4, make sure you listen up. 3, probably take some notes. 2, it's going to be fucking dope. Number 1, here we go. And let's do it. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down the concept of calculated rest. Now, this is something that has been an ongoing battle for me. I've actually been debating my roommate on this the last couple of weeks since we've been living together. And I think it's an important topic to really talk about. Yeah, we want to grind, we want to work hard, but if you're not taking calculated rest, then what that's going to do is lead to burnout and resentment. And honestly, that's something that I've been struggling with for the last couple of years because I've been nonstop with my business, with my fitness journey and my goals. And honestly, after my show, I felt really burnt out because I was doing hours of cardio and restricting my food and just trying to serve 35 people with my clientele and all these things. And I just it was a lot, and the problem was that I didn't give myself rest. I'm just all work, no play. And the thing is, that's a problem. So in today's episode, I wanted to break that down and really give you guys some strategies and tactics that have worked well for me. Now, it's kind of a similar thing that me and my team are focused on right now is to be hey, you don't need to train 6 days a week to see results. Sometimes less is more. Actually, it's comical because when I think about my own training, when I dialed my volume back a little bit, I actually saw better results. I think there's a big misconception in the fitness space thinking that, I need to train 6-7 days a week, do all this cardio and all this shit. And that's true if you're doing a bodybuilding show. It's much different as opposed to a lifestyle client. And most of the people that I work with are, busy professionals, lifestyle clients, people who are just trying to lose weight, tone up, simple stuff. And with my clients and my team, I want them to enjoy the weekend, right? I want them to do the things with their family, travel, go to restaurants because you can. Just because you're on a fitness journey doesn't mean that you can't do that, right? So that's the point here is give yourself some grace. Yes, work hard, but understand that you can enjoy yourself if you're doing the right things. It needs to be calculated. And it's just hey, let's be self-aware and yeah, go to the club, hang out, but maybe have 2 drinks instead of 27. You know what I mean? Instead of staying out till 3 a.m., maybe you call it a night around 11:30, 12. It doesn't have to feel such an uphill battle all the time. And it's something that I've really taken a long time to grasp, but now I feel I'm at that point, and it's really, really made a tremendous difference in my life. So if you're listening to this and you're having a tough time with balance, the all or nothing mentality, I want you to really try and step back for a second and shift your perspective on that. Understand that you can do both. You can go to the club and you could still see results in your journey. I go out all the time, honestly. But what I do is I pace myself. Maybe I'll have 2 drinks and that's but I know before I walk in there that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to limit myself to 2 drinks. So I'm self-aware with that. So I know that I try and pace that out. So maybe I'll hang out and I'll sip on one for an hour. And then I'll have a water. And then maybe I'll wait an hour and then get another one. And then by that time, I'm there for 4 hours. I'm ready to bounce and I call it quits by 10 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Whereas 3-4 years ago, I'd be in the fucking bar till the lights came on, ordering everybody fucking drinks, let's go, knocking them back. And then I was miserable for days, and that kept setting me back, which is why I never saw momentum with my goals. And that's the thing. It's yes, we want to grind, but it's also important to take calculated rest. So I do think it's a very fine line. That's the key, is being self-aware and drawing boundaries. It does take time to figure yourself out and really get clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. But that's simply just being hey, let's take a couple minutes and let me figure out what I want to do here. Right, Ronnie? Right? Billy? Here's the thing. What do you want to accomplish? Break that down. Understand that. Get clear on it. then draw a line in the fucking sand and be like, yo, I'm standing up for myself and what I'm trying to do. Right. And then you surround yourself with people who support that. That's going to lead you in the right direction, as opposed to the people that be like, come on, let's drink. What do you mean? Just take another shot. What do you mean you're not drinking tonight? I do not associate with that anymore. I don't, which is why I moved to a different city, because I no longer wanted to continuously putting myself in those environments with those type of people. It's no disrespect. Like, you know, you could do whatever you want. That's really cool. That's fine. You know, like everyone's different. I completely understand that. But for me personally, like, I really have clear-cut goals. I have a vision for myself that I really want to manifest. In order for that to happen, I need to have integrity with my goals. I need to take calculated risk. I need to work accordingly to that. And that's truly the key. And that's something that I really like to focus on, because I think it's important. Because a few years ago, like I mentioned, I would just fucking do whatever. And I had no self-control. And that's why I had a hard time and developed a lot of poor habits, right? Does that make sense? Let's go. Is that valuable so far? If so, drop some fire emojis. Oh, TikTok is funny. That's how you get somewhere in life. I absolutely agree. I appreciate it. Boundaries, Kirsten, I appreciate you. Ronnie, what is good, brother? Yeah, it's super important, I think, to understand these things. And it's something that I've really been working on the last few years. So with that being said, let's wrap this up. So to summarize today's episode, like, yes, we want to give yourself credit, right? Like when you work hard, like really just taking some time, let's break this down. Like hypothetically, you work Monday through Friday. Let's say you work 40, 50 hours a week. Then on Saturday and Sunday, like just chill out. The reason you want to chill out is so that way when you come back to your profession on Monday, you're ready, you're energized, you're extremely rested, right? Like I try and think of it this way. Like if I'm just because I caught myself like the last few weeks, like working weekends and shit. And then like Monday I would be fried because I didn't take the time to re-energize myself. And I just continuously would try to like force things. And the problem with that is it leads to resentment and burnout, right? So it's like, hey, like really just taking like a day, like for me, like I'm committing right now, like on this live stream and this podcast, that I need to do a better job with that. Like on Saturday, like I'm just chilling. Like I'm going to the pool, I'm going to the beach. I'm just going to relax because like I'm on go all the time. And I've seen that that's really holding me back. And that's really what I wanted to hammer home today for you guys, because like all we do is grind. And what's the point? If